You're watching Virginia This Morning.
Welcome back to our live show. We first met this grill master a few months ago, and he's become one of our favorites. He's on his way to New York City this weekend and will appear on CBS Saturday Morning. But you saw him first here on Virginia This Morning. Here's a great tasting recipe you can try out over the holiday. Take a look.
We're delighted to welcome our next guest back to Virginia This Morning, the grill master himself. It's Matt Moore, the author of Serial Griller. And Matt, these recipes look delicious. Thanks for making time for us.
Hey, thanks so much for having me back. I greatly appreciate it.
It's our pleasure. The last time you were with us, everything looked delicious. I wish I was right there with you, but you've got some new recipes for us to try or sample or savor today.
Yeah, you know, the big holidays coming up, 4th of July, and a lot of folks are thinking about what can we grill. For me, being a serial griller, I start out the best way with a little bit of a sidekick. I like to start with a cocktail before I get busy grilling. So today, we're actually going to be using a Dixie Peach Vodka. So this is a peach-infused vodka. I'm from Georgia originally. These come from South Georgia. So we just give it about 1.5 ounces of that peach vodka. We're going to finish it with some ginger beer. So really nice and effervescent, really refreshing. And then we'll garnish it with a fresh peach slice and a little bit of lime as well. So this is one of those summer cocktails you should be here with me that you can enjoy before you get grilling. We're going to be cooking up one of my favorite dishes today. We have country style ribs. So I know a lot of times when people are grilling, they think about cooking up a whole rack of ribs. And one of the ideas behind Serial Griller is that we've got this cut, which actually comes from the pork butt. So it's not actually cut from the ribs. And the cool thing is because they're individually portioned, you know, a whole rack of ribs might take anywhere between 3 to 4 hours to get that fall off the bone perfection. But with the country style ribs, you get a really nice meaty bite that you can actually grill up in about 1 hour to 1.5 hours. So these have been on over indirect heat. We're just cooking them up. And then again, to kind of play off that cocktail vibe that we have here, I've got this delicious peach salsa that we're going to serve over the top of it. So peaches are in season. I've just got some diced peaches here. I like to add to that a little bit of fresh cucumber that we've diced. I think it's important whenever you're making a salsa to make sure that you're dicing everything. It's sort of the same size here. We've got some red onion, some cilantro for kind of that nice herbaceous flavor. Then we'll add a little bit of salt and fresh cracked pepper to bring it together. And then again, just like we have in our cocktail, we have some lime juice. It's going to add some acidity. It's going to bring some of that natural sweetness from those peaches out on top of it. So we just put this together. And we are serving this today, obviously, with our country style ribs. But I'll be honest with you, this is something that goes great with chips and salsa. It's great on chicken. It's great on like a thick cut of fish, even like a swordfish. It's just got that really nice sweetness. You know, peaches and pork and apples always go really nice together. So this is kind of that complement. And I think when you're serving up folks for that 4th of July weekend, if you're finally getting back together with some friends safely in that environment, this is one of those beautiful dishes that is just an absolute showstopper. So if you can get on that, that is going to be bite off the bone tender. You've got that juicy flavor coming from the peaches, a little spike from the onions and everything else. So this is just a classic dish from Serial Griller that I know will make that holiday super special.
So you have this amazing collection there from the cocktail to the main dish. These ribs look amazing, but that's not all,
Sure.
Matt. There's some beans there to feast your eyes on.
They're not just any beans. These are actually grilled baked beans. Of course, we're stepping it up in Serial Griller. And really the idea here is that we're actually taking our onions and peppers and we're grilling them first. Then we're chopping that all together and then incorporating it into that classic baked bean dish that we all know and love. But we're not actually baking them. We're actually kind of cooking them over the grill. So it's a two-step process that I think really embodies the whole idea of Serial Griller, that we can make every single dish that we love better on a grill.
It wouldn't quite be Serial Griller worthy if we didn't spend time in there getting it all together.
That's right.
Well, delightful recipes. Thanks for making time again. Happy 4th of July and safe travels. We're so excited for you and your visit to New York City, and best wishes as things continue.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Absolutely. Thank you. And we'll be sure to share the recipe that Matt offered to us straight from the pages of Serial Griller. It'll be on WTVR.com/VTM. You can try these delicious recipes for yourself at home.